Okay, welcome to Singapore. This is a first impressions video because what you see in my ear is the brand new Nothing Ear 2. Now, I haven't had much time with this, just a couple of hours of messing around, but I have some first impressions and things that I think are worth reporting because I know a lot of you will want to be buying this thing immediately. Full proper review with in-depth testing will come because this thing comes with a lot of features that some of which in terms of customization I haven't seen before in a lot of other earbuds. But when it comes down to the crux of it, what do you really want? You want comfort? You got comfort. This is basically based on the AirPods Pro, so you've got same level of comfort, no issues there. 2, you want style? You already know you've got style. That's not really an issue with these. 3, you need sound quality, so that's transparency, active noise cancellation, actual sound quality when listening to music, as well as microphone quality. So let's talk about that. Number 1, active noise cancellation. It's pretty good, but it's also a little bit uneven. So here's how it goes. Really low bass frequencies get cut out really well. So a lot of engine hum and stuff does get cut out. However, in terms of mids, lower mid frequencies. So if you're sitting at a cafe and there's someone with a deep voice, that voice is going to come through pretty much transparent. It doesn't do a very good job of that. But most people's voices do get cut out quite a bit. Again, in the high frequencies, not that much gets cut out. So there's a band where it works really well, and then below and above that, it doesn't do a great job. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. Suffice it to say, this for $150, I think it's decent, but I think there might be some better ones on the market. A full proper in-depth testing will come, and I will publish those results as a YouTube video and on my SquigLink database, so you can compare the noise cancellation performance with other things. That video you'll have to wait for and hit that subscribe button for. 2, transparency mode is okay. It definitely is transparent in a lot of frequency ranges, but the higher frequencies get attenuated, so the world seems a little more bassy while still being transparent enough. It does an okay job, not the best job compared to AirPods Pro and the Bose QC2, but those are double the price of these, so keep that in mind. 3, sound quality, actual music quality. This is definitely a more V-shaped IEM, which means bass is boosted, and boy is there a lot of bass. Honestly, if you are a bass head, there's a lot of sub bass and it's reasonably clean, it's punchy, this is super fun to listen to. However, the mids are a little bit recessed. Male vocals and female vocals do sound a little bit recessed, but there is a interesting EQ, and here's my EQ setting right now, which I think made it a little bit better. Bass on -4, mids on -2. Believe it or not, -2 actually brings out the mids more. So there's something weird going on how they define mids in the app. And treble on either 0 or -2, depending on your preference. This for me sounded a little more balanced and maybe a little less fun to some of you. So you have the option of using my EQ or not. But here's the thing. It has a personalization thing, which actually puts you through a hearing test, which in my opinion is one of the best hearing tests I've heard. I think it's a far more effective one than Sound ID that Soundcore uses, because the results were actually really good. And even with the results, you get to customize the results to varying intensities. I would strongly suggest you customize the EQ and then do the personalization test and be honest with the test for what you can hear and can't hear, and the results are actually much nicer. Overall, I think this is a fun sound. I haven't gotten too far into it, but you can get it's always a fun sound. It's not a super balanced sound, but you can get it to skew towards balance if you do that personalized ID test. So bear that in mind. Overall, I think it sounds a lot of fun. It sounds reasonably clean. I haven't been able to try it with LHDC because my current Samsung phone does not actually support LHDC. More on that will come in the full review. And finally, microphone quality test. It's not good. I was sitting at a cafe. I'll insert the clip over here, in fact. Active noise cancellation works reasonably well, but there is a chunk of frequencies that's just coming through as well, so it's not the best. It's not going to take on the flagships at $150. I'm going to tell you that right now. But will it go up against the LinkBuds S? This is something they're going to have to improve upon, hopefully on a firmware update, and I feel this is super important, so I wanted to point that out. Finally, for controls, they're nice. They're squeeze controls. They work really well. They've got a really cool set of sounds that come through every time you switch things, but they're also really customizable. You can customize volume controls to be on there with a squeeze. There's no slide up and down, unfortunately. Overall, there's a ton of features. There's a fair bit of customization, both for controls as well as the sound, as well as the active noise cancellation you hear. And I think it's pretty decent. For $150, apart from the mic quality, I'm not going to pick on it too much. Active noise cancellation could be better, but that microphone quality is really the one that I would listen to other reviewers and see how their microphone quality tests or before I actually make a purchasing decision. More tests to come soon, more in-depth evaluation will be coming on this channel. It'll just take a little while because I'm on vacation, but hit that subscribe button if you feel this is useful, and go check out some of my other videos if you want to know how in-depth I go, because boy do I go in-depth. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Stay happy, stay peaceful, stay colorful. Namaste.